this is Princess Snail and welcome back to another video. Today I am going to be, I guess, kind of reviewing the first arc of Warrior Cats. So, I did a video like this a while ago where I talked about Into the Wild, which is the first book, and I have now finished reading all 6 of them, and I want to do kind of a video like talking about like my favorite characters, my least favorite characters, some like plots that I thought were interesting, etc. And like I always do in my talking videos, I'm going to be playing Moshi Monsters because why not? So, first, I did really enjoy like the whole book series, like right off the bat. I really enjoyed every single book I read. I thought they were really interesting. Like I'm looking at them now, and if I had to choose a favorite from them, it would probably be, I think it's Rising Storm. And then if I had to choose one that maybe I liked the least, I'm not really sure. I don't think I have a least favorite necessarily. Maybe Forest of Secrets. I think if I had to choose one, it would probably be Forest of Secrets for my least favorite. So first, I wanted to talk about my favorite characters. So I have a lot of favorite characters if I'm being honest. So I can't properly talk about every single one, but I'll talk about my most favorites. So my most favorite character in the whole book had to be Yellowfang. I absolutely adored her every second in the book. She was great. I cried so much when she died. I thought that I really loved her character. I thought she was such a like so interesting, and I just thought she was a fun character in general. So I really enjoyed her, and I found every like scene with her like talking about like I think it was Broken Tail, no, yeah, Broken Tail, I think. Every single moment with her with that was so sad. Yeah, it was just it was too much, you know. It was very sad. I really liked reading about her though, and I thought she was really interesting, and she's definitely like my most favorite character in the books at the moment. Then another character that I really liked was Blue Star. I thought she was such an interesting character. Like, I will admit, I think like near the end, I started getting a little bit frustrated with her and how she was very just feeling awful the whole time. Like, even though I thought it was very fair for her character and it made sense that she was so like upset throughout like the whole end of the book, it still started to get like a little bit like tiring to read about, if I'm being honest. But I did still think she was a really interesting character. I loved her so much in the first book. I think that's definitely where her character was the best for me. But yeah, I really liked Blue Star. And then another one that I liked, which is a little bit less, I guess, of like a main character, but Morning Flower and Gorsepaw. I really loved both of them. So, Morning Flower, in case you don't remember her, 'cause she was, I think, more of a background character. She was the queen that Rusty helped across the Thunderpath, and Gorsepaw was her kit. So, unfortunately, he dies, which is so sad. I was so upset when Gorsepaw died. I think he dies literally like in the 6th book, so he dies like near the end. But it's so awful. That made me really upset. I can't lie. So Gorsepaw dying was a bit much for me. But I really liked him. I thought he was so cute, and I know he only has like one line, but I just thought that one line was very cute. And of course, like I said, I really liked Morning Flower. I thought she was such a sweetie. She was lovely. And then another one, which I feel like it's gonna sound like I'm joking when I say this one, but another one of my favorite characters was Snowkit. And I know Snowkit dies immediately, um, but I really liked Snowkit while he was there, and and I was like, when I was reading it, I was thinking, oh, it's gonna be so interesting to see how, you know, how maybe Snowkit will become a warrior. Snowkit didn't become a warrior, but I really liked Snowkit. I thought he was cute, and I feel like there could have been some interesting stories there. The death was just, oh my gosh, it was too much. That was so sad to read about. It was awful. But Snowkit, I really liked Snowkit while he was still there. Another character I really liked was White Storm, which is obviously he dies so soon, which I'm a little disappointed at, but I was so happy when he was made the deputy because I was like thinking like when after Firestar of course became Firestar, I was thinking like, oh, what character should be the deputy? And I was thinking Brackenfur would have been a really good deputy because he's just lovely, but he hadn't had an apprentice, I don't think, yet, so he couldn't be a deputy. And then obviously White Storm was a character that I thought would be a really good deputy, and he became the deputy, which I'm really happy about. Even though he did die pretty soon afterwards, he still was a very good deputy, and I don't know, he's lovely. I really like White Storm throughout the books. He's just a nice character, you know? He's really, really nice, and he's like very wise, I'd say, which kind of makes sense because I feel like that's kind of what they were going for with him. Him being like this kind of like older, wise kind of cat. But I feel like it really works for him, and I really liked it. There are four more characters I like. I know I like a lot of the characters, but I really liked Barley. I thought Barley was nice. I don't think I have a lot to say about Barley, but I found it very interesting when we found out about, you know, his past with being in Blood Clan, and I just think he's really friendly. You know, he's just a nice guy. And then Crooked Star. I really like Crooked Star. I don't know much about him. I do know he has, I think, a super edition, but I don't know whether I should read the super editions or not because I've heard some people say the super editions are like really bad and like retcon a bunch of things, but I've heard other people say the super editions are really good if you are reading about like a character you like. So I don't know whether I should read the super editions or not. I might at some point. Like I know Yellowfang has a super edition, which I feel like I should read. Blue Star has a super edition. I love Blue Star, so maybe I should read that. And Crooked Star, I really like him, so maybe I should read his super edition. But I don't know. Like for example, I've heard Blue Star super edition is particularly bad, but I don't know if that's just like a I don't know if that's like a universal opinion or if it's just the opinion I've seen. If you guys do know anything about that, then feel free to tell me whether you think I should read the super editions or not, because I don't know. I have no idea whether I should or not. But yeah, I really liked Crooked Star. I thought he was just a really nice character. He seems nice. He seems really like chill. I like him a lot. And then another one I love, honestly, One Whisker. I love One Whisker so much. He's like so nice. Like I liked him from the second he was in the books. I really like One Whisker. I think he's such a nice character. He's so nice to Firestar, and he's great. He's so like helpful and just he's just so nice. I think you're seeing a theme here. I just liked some of the characters just really nice because he was so lovely. How could I not like him? And then lastly, I love Princess. Princess is so like she's such a silly like kitty pet, but I love her so much. I think she's such a fun character. I like she's just so like I don't know. She's so like girly and like I don't know. I love her. I think she's great. And now my honorable mentions for some extra characters I liked. I also really liked Brackenfur. He was really a nice character. I really liked Sandstorm. I thought she was quite interesting. I liked Lionheart. I know he was only there for a little bit, but I thought he was quite like he was really nice while he was there. And I liked Ravenpaw. I thought Ravenpaw was quite lovely. I'm not going to go into too much detail of those characters, obviously, because I don't think I have enough time for that, but I did really like those characters as well, and I thought they were great. However, I know it sounds like I listed off just like every single character for my favorites. I do have some characters which I really, really, really didn't like. Like, I have some strong opinions on some of these. So, Greystripe. I hated Greystripe so much. Like, I really liked him in the first book. I don't know if you haven't watched the last video I did about this. I actually mentioned in that video that I really liked Greystripe, and I thought he was fun, like comic relief kind of character. No, I don't like him anymore. He's so annoying. Because he's so like disloyal to the clan in the whole book, and then he gets like all like annoyed about it when people kind of point it out, and I don't like that. Like I didn't like the whole plot, if I'm being honest, with him and Silverstream. I found it quite just irritating more than anything. I felt bad for Rusty because he had to go and basically train Brackenfur himself. And then it's really annoying in the books because it's always brought up how, oh, Greystripe, Brackenfur's mentor. No, Greystripe wasn't Brackenfur's mentor. Brackenfur's mentor was Fireheart. Fireheart was his mentor. Fireheart's the character. And Fireheart was the character who was actually like mentoring him the whole time, so I just found that quite like annoying to read about. And as a result of me not liking Greystripe, I also don't like Silverstream. Like, it's nothing personal. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with Silverstream herself. I guess I just find it annoying that Greystripe was so annoying, and then because I didn't like Greystripe, I didn't like Silverstream. It kind of rubbed off on her. So yeah, I don't have any like opinions on Silverstream herself, but Greystripe made me dislike her. I can't lie. Another character I didn't like was Spotted Leaf. I It's not even that I dislike Spotted Leaf. I just hated hearing Spotted Leaf's sweet scent every 5 seconds in the book. Um, yeah, that was weird. I don't know. Like, Spotted Leaf was only in the book as well for like 5 seconds. I don't understand why Fireheart likes her so much. Like, there was never like, I don't know if I missed something when reading, but I didn't see a single like really big interaction between those two in the whole book. So I just found it so weird, like how like enthralled he is with her, and how he's constantly talking about her sweet scent, and it's just, I don't know, it was a bit weird to me. So I didn't really like Spotted Leaf because of that, because I just like, I don't know, I feel like honestly it was just kind of bad writing if I'm being honest, but I, I just I just found Spotted Leaf annoying because of it, to be honest. Another character I hated was Darkstripe. Like, okay, so when it comes to the villain characters, right? I quite like Tiger Claw. I thought Tiger Claw was interesting. I thought he was fun. I thought he was an interesting villain. Darkstripe, however, was getting on my nerves. I found Darkstripe so annoying because he was just like constantly, like, he was just Tiger Claw's little fanboy, and it just annoyed me, to be honest. I just found him like such a frustrating character. I was so happy when he left the clan. Like, he's such like a, also like a cowardly character. I don't like Darkstripe. I found him very annoying. He is just, there are no redeemable qualities about Darkstripe. And then him trying to kill, I think, was it like Sorrel Kit? Like, goodness me. And then him lying about it as well. Like, at that point, he might as well have just come clean and said, yep, I tried to feed the kit death berries. Oopsie, you know? It was just ridiculous. And then the last one that I don't like, which I kind of, like, I was neutral about her, but now I don't like her. Leopard Star, because, I forgot his name. I think it was Stonefur, which is one of Blue Star's kits. She allowed him to be like killed, and that is just like beyond not okay, and that was just like horrible to me. Like, I didn't really have a strong opinion on Leopard Star at first, but now I just don't like her because I just think that was really horrible. And just, yeah, I don't know, I don't like her, and I don't like that after that it's just kind of like glossed past at the end. Like, everyone's just fine with this. Like, if I was Stonefur in StarClan, I wouldn't be very happy. I can say that much. I would be pretty upset about that. But those are all the characters I don't like. There's not a lot of characters I dislike, but the characters I do dislike, I very strongly dislike. Another thing about the books though, which I like really caught me off guard though, was the deaths. So this book is like, I mean, I think the age rating is 8 to 12 years old. And some of the deaths were like quite like horrifying to read about. Like, a few in particular that I thought were quite like I guess gruesome in a way. Broken Star or Broken Tail, his death was a bit much. Like, that was quite like, I don't know, like the imagery that was written about there, that was quite much. I hear a lot of people talk about that Tiger Star's death was like really big. For me, I didn't really care about it as much, but that might have just been me. I don't personally see why Tiger Star's death was that much of like a horrifying one, but I've heard a few people mention that that one for them was. Another one for me, which was absolutely horrifying, which I mentioned earlier, was Snowkit's death. Snowkit's death was absolutely horrible to read about. I very strongly was sympathizing with, I think, Speckletail it was there, because that was just, it was horrible. Um, and some of the deaths that I personally found very upsetting in general was also Yellow Fangs and Blue Stars, mainly probably because they were my favorite characters, but Yellow Fangs made me quite sad, mainly because of like her last few words, and Blue Stars was quite sad because it was very much like, I was near the end of the book getting quite frustrated with her for constantly being so like upset with StarClan and then kind of, Fireheart having to do everything, and it was a little bit like, you know, much. But then at the end, when she goes and she saves like her whole clan, that was a lot for me to read, and I most certainly cried during her death. If I'm being honest, I think I cried during every death except for Silverstream's. Not because I didn't think Silverstream's death wasn't sad, it was. I just didn't like Silverstream, so I couldn't properly sympathize with her as much there. But I think I did cry at basically all of the other deaths. Oh, except for also Tiger Claws. I didn't cry at Tiger Claws because he was evil. He was very not good. But yeah, I think that's some of the main things I wanted to mention. But like, there were a few more things I wanted to kind of bring up, some plot points that I thought were interesting or not so much. So Blue Star naming Brightheart Lostface. So I've seen a lot of people talk about that and how that was really cruel and how that made them dislike Blue Star actually, which I get. But for me, I actually thought it made a lot of sense for Blue Star's character for her to react in that way. Because even though I'm assuming I'm not the only one who started getting a little frustrated near the end of the book when she was just constantly upset over StarClan. But I did kind of think her naming Brightheart Lostface, I did kind of think it made sense. I'm glad that it was such a short temporary thing and she was named Brightheart by Firestar. I was very relieved that her name didn't say Lostface because that is a really cruel name. However, I do think it made sense for Blue Star's character, and I still like Blue Star. I do kind of just feel bad for her, like she was struggling so much. I really like Blue Star. It doesn't justify her behavior, but it does give an explanation for it. And then another thing, which I actually didn't like so much about the books, was the last few chapters of book 6. So for me in book 6, I was really hoping that there would be like some like really like big fight sequence of some kind, and there wasn't. It was literally like I was kind of disappointed. Like, although I did find it kind of an interesting twist that Scourge killed Tiger Claw or Tiger Star, but I would have preferred if it was like a battle between like Firestar and Tiger Star. Maybe they both would have lost lives and like that kind of thing. Like it was like a big battle and they both, you know, got down to like their last life during that battle or something, and then last minute Firestar kills Tiger Star. Like something like that to me would have been a bit more interesting. I was also hoping it would have been like a much bigger battle because it felt like the whole series, like that whole first 6 books was kind of leading up to this big battle between the two. And there was, you know, obviously in the last book we had all the clans changing and all that kind of stuff. It really felt like to me they were leading up to this really big battle that I feel like we didn't get. So I was a bit disappointed with that, if I'm being honest. I was like getting to the end of it and I was like reading it and I was like, okay, we're nearly, like we've like 3 chapters left and there's still no battling, nothing like that. I don't know if that's just my own personal preference, but I personally just thought that that would have been a bit more interesting. I don't know though. I mean, feel free to comment me your thoughts on that. That's just what I personally think would have been a bit better there. I'm still not like disappointed with how the books went. I think I enjoyed all of the books. I really did. I enjoyed all the books. I thought they were all interesting. I thought the characters were interesting, and I don't really have a lot to complain about. I think that's for me the only thing that I would have changed. But other than that, I thought the books were really great. I really enjoyed the characters, and I thought it was great. I really enjoyed it. However, I think I am going to end this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing. I post those more videos just like this. If you enjoyed this one, then I'm sure you enjoy all my other ones as well. Make sure to comment me your thoughts on the first arc, because I feel like I'm the only person reading the first arc of Warrior Cats this late. But tell me what you thought about those books, because I really enjoyed them, and I still haven't started reading the second arc. I have got the books, but I've been a little worried to read them, because I'm worried I won't like it as much, but I'm hoping I will, and once I do eventually finish reading those books, I'll probably make another video like this. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!